how many are there different types of trusts? Just like there are, LLCs and LLPs and all that kind of stuff. Is there a whole branch of trusts out there that a lot of people don't know about?
That's a great question, and that's absolutely true. It's kind of like, a lot of people have this misconception that trusts are trusts. Well, I have a trust, so I'm good to go. And it's not. It's like Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. Like it's all ice cream, but there's different types of ice cream. And so asset protection trusts are that final layer of your planning. Like I said, like it's that full of bad weather, outer shell layer, but it's the heart and soul of the system. And so trusts have been the longest lasting entity of all entities, and you can scope them to fit however you want them to fit, or they can morph as you need them without dealing with funding issues that you see with LLCs and business entities that we talked about before that can generally get them pierced. And so I just love trust, and then having a trust at the very top of your planning is just very powerful. And so is picking the right place to actually set these things up in. And so like to keep with my Baskin Robbins, theory, the standard 101 trust that everybody's familiar with, Rob, that you mentioned that came from the 60s is the family revocable living trust. So trusts don't die. So when you do, and you actually funded your trust by transferring ownership and title to it, you don't have to go through the courts and probate, and that changed the landscape of estate planning, which is not asset protection planning. That's just estate planning to avoid courts and probate. And then you also have land trusts, which I'm sure like some of your listeners have heard other people talk about, for real estate. They hold your real estate and the land, and then you connect those to an LLC. But land trusts don't have any protection in and of themselves. They're only as strong as the LLC that they're connected to. And so land trusts are just a privacy mechanism. They're not a protection mechanism. And then from here, you have higher levels of trust that are called asset protection trusts.
See, this is like truly, this is all mind-blowing stuff for me.